I start in this video information. They want to be 2022 in the news YouTube because angel of the God raising to comfort. As you can see that angel of the God coming from 2022 before 2023 they will make decision for which country they coming to bring in freeze that country. The first message is to the basically country I am in Canada. You can see that angel of the God traveling to the Canada, Ontario. Angel of the God traveling to Canada, Ontario. You can see that all the cloud of the angel traveling to Canada, Ontario, and their message is, I bring it to you. What is their message? Their message is to the basically Canada. This is the message. Space angel of the God sending message to Canada. You can listen to that.
Unusual in Canada, coating the landscape with a beautiful shroud of ice. Ice storms are not unusual in Canada, coating the landscape with a beautiful shroud of ice.
And getting thicker and thicker and thicker, and the wires kept getting bigger and bigger, and all of the trees around, of course, were building up with ice.
Look at the thickness of this ice compared to my hand. It's quite amazing.
Trees coming down, and then the lines started coming down. Trees were falling on the lines, and the lines were falling down on their own because of the weight.
This was a message to the Canada angel of the God sending, but this is the actually they sending this message to the Canada 2022 from December before 2023 angel of the God raising to attack.
As a result of the tsunami and in the following nuclear disaster at Fukushima. This was by far the most expensive natural disaster ever recorded, estimated at a cost of $300 billion.
This is the risk of the angel of the God coming, which is I bring it to you here by this cloud to the Ontario first, which is the risk is 2023 beginning angel of the God attacking Canada and costing, which is here they say 300 billion, but I did send is going to be at least few hundred trillion. This is space angel coming to Canada costing few hundred trillion, not 700 billion as Japan earthquake. So I bring it to you information, Mr. here to know that this is the evidence of angel Michael raising by white horse in the space. Information already has been sent to the Bible prophecy coming, and this prophecy Bible, they many people know that, many people they don't understand 100%. But when angel Michael ride with the white horse, it means attack coming. As you can see that he put again dragon, serious dragon. This is a very, very serious dragon under her arrow. You can see that. This happening maybe 3 times. 2022 again in the space, deep space, they caused in this attack to the demon. And the falling of the demon in the Mars to the moon, to the full moon, is taken over by angel Michael. But beside the angel Michael raising, I bring it to you here, Mr. Beside the angel Michael raising, the great angel Metatron, which is he is the final angel in the space coming. So this information must be sent to the many people to know that a space angel coming by major attack. But time is here, and I am time to bring it to you. And listen to this, what they saying to here when Michael come.
Do you know why I've come to you? Soon I will return to fight against the Prince of Persia. And when I go, the Prince of Greece will come. But first I will tell you what is written in the Book of Truth. No one supports me against them, except Michael, your prince. By calling Michael Daniel's prince, it included in chapter 12, and Michael is brought up one last time, his final mention in the entirety of the Old Testament, where the entity explains, Michael, the great prince who protects your people, will arise. There will be a time of distress, such as has not happened from the beginning of nations.
This is a message angel of the God sending before second coming of Bible prophecy, and they put me on the charge to bring this intelligent wisdom, intelligent information to you all to know that, because this is the not joke. Maybe some people don't understand, but this is the not joke, Mister. This is most serious cloud of the angel coming to Ontario, which is the casting major flat snow coming, and I understand cost will be to the Canada at least not 100 trillion, at least few hundred trillion for costing to the Canada to basically coming breaking news if they don't understand my information and message. Because I see sent to their country, their governments, I am only key, I understand the tools, I went and using the rocks and do that. All that is in the God hands, but nobody can judge and nobody can put shoes in the feet on the shoes which another we walk in. Only God can judge and God know inside the person. So my duty to bring into you evidence of the angel coming to the first country, Canada, and beside that angel of the God traveling to the Asia, I bring it to you here, Mister. Angel of the God traveling to Asia and Middle East, which is one of the country in the Middle East, Saudi Arabia. You can see that here.
Greetings to everyone on my daily disaster news channel.
This is the most serious. You can see that here. Most serious flood hitting to the Saudi Arabia. This flood causing major disaster to the Saudi Arabia. You can see that. But I did send it to Saudi Arabia King. You don't have too much time to raise and take my information serious and don't listen to nobody. Listen to me only. What I am bringing to you, it is truth. It's not false. And I sent it to him 2 months ago, 3 months ago, last month again. So this information must come to the many people know that. And this is the United States gentleman. And I bring it to you here. If United States not stand up, gentlemen, the United States facing this. This is happening. And this is a disaster coming by angel of the gods before 2021, but before 2023. But 2023, if we are not, if the country I send, they are not stand up, they be Sodom and Gomorrah in their country, which is the cost can be major disaster to that country, which is I send in before 2023. So this information must come to many people to know that. So question is, what is the solution? Solution is, which is the I sent to many countries to know that basically you can see God investigation by space coming to Canada for 700,000 trillion. So this is very serious, which is I bring it to you here again, which is I told worst tsunami costing to the Japan $300 billion. Listen to this one more time.
This was by far the most expensive natural disaster ever recorded, estimated at a cost of $300 billion US.
You can see that not 300 billion, but I told at least 300 trillion. They will cost to the Canada to fall. this angel of the God by this part here. This part is not many people understand this part, but I understand very deep. What is this part? What is the meaning of that? Meaning of that, two things can happen to the Canada. If they don't understand this, Canada facing Sodom and Gomorrah in 2023, which is all their province is going to be under emergency. Because angel of the God here, gentlemen, give warning to Canada, and which is I bring it evidence here. Angel of the God did come to the YouTube, taking over many part in the YouTube, and they give message by Michael. And beside the Michael, somebody higher come, God sent final angel, which is the Sodom and Gomorrah. He is the angel within Sodom and Gomorrah to that time. Wipe up the city and they walk away from city. So this information God want to bring to the news, but question, what is the solution to solve? Solution is only I know one solution we can solve this, to bring in before angel of the God victory. We must raise ourselves before angel of the God to attack, bring in international music to the angel of the God, which is angelical music, belong to the angel of the God. This music is belong to the angel of the God victory, gentlemen. This happened in long time ago. Angel bring victory, 1492, conquest of the paradise. This was the angel of the God Michael and holy angel behind the ship. They bring victory to this team. And this coming by angel of the God again to I bring into evidence to the all those interested in their country, interested in their future, to raise their future, their children inside the world, inside their country world, to raise by my information, we raising final documentary movie before angel of the God. When you are standing up before angel of the God by respect, by the angelical music, angel of the God beholds and waiting to our action, what we take. So if we taking our action very serious to angel of the God, watch, this attack will not happen. I can tell you right now. They will not attack. They will hold on the attack. They will see our intelligence, where we are going, after they make decision. So I bring it to you, gentlemen, to all of you to know that this is the final angel of the gods. Angelical music must be raised by the international movie, by international world movie actually, by my information to this team, to stand up, by my information to making this happening before angel of the God see, and before angel of the God beholds, and stop the space, because angel have power to stop the attack to the earth, to the country, you can say, to any country. I told they are going to be attack. Angel of the God have power to stop the attack. God command to angel to take over. And I bring it to you, gentlemen, here to can see that this is the serious angel. I bring it one more time to you here. You can see that this is the basically most serious angel action happening in the space already before. You can see that before in the ocean. Basically, Michael attacked the prince of the Persia, which is the prince of the demon of the Persia. He destroyed the prince of the Persia, which is Iran, and he destroyed the prince of the Egypt by San Medaton, which is that they come both together and they destroyed the prince of the Egypt, which is the demon, and they attack basically this part and they put it in the ocean. So solution is only why I'm bringing to you 2022. It is only solution we raising because there is not too much time even left. But angel can behold and see that what a step you take in United States before you be United States in the serious fall in emergency state, in the state beyond the emergency. If we are behind and not raising this information by angel of the gods behind my information to bring in this international world movie.
There is perhaps no one more ambiguous than the Archangel, known as Michael. Yet despite his minuscule presence in the Bible, Archangel Michael has cultivated a massive devotion for not only those from the Christian faith, but also the Jewish and Islamic faiths as well, given that Archangel Michael appears across all three religious texts in some capacity. However, there are those that would believe that Archangel Michael's appearance in this manner is subject to interpretation. In this video, we'll be primarily focusing on Michael's presence in the Bible, as this is a Biblical Stories Explained series, but I will be touching on stories and legends originating from both Jewish and Islamic texts to give you an unbiased and hopefully more complete picture of who Archangel Michael really is, as well as what he means to people today. He's considered to be the biblical God's finest champion, a being so powerful that he's able to banish Lucifer from heaven by himself without direct intervention from God. His name, which means he who is as God, is usually considered to be an angel of protection, and perhaps the most powerful of all of God's angels. It goes without saying that as the most powerful, Michael is the leader within the realm of angels because it serves as a warrior to defeat the forces.
This was by far the most expensive natural disaster ever
Did you know that
recorded,
Archangel Michael
estimated at a cost of
totally
$300 billion US.
He is mentioned 3 times in the Old Testament, in the book of Daniel, where he is merely mentioned by another unknown entity, and later on again in
1896.
battle with Lucifer and other fallen angels. He's also seen in the Epistle of Jude, in the debate with Satan, and is again alluded to in the first epistle of the Thessalonians, though he is not explicitly named in this instance. In all of these accounts, though, the scriptures supporting Archangel Michael is Lucifer's death. And as I mentioned earlier, perhaps this is where the fascination with angels stems from, in that the Bible does not tell us much about this bold and brilliant persona. Archangel Michael's first mention comes out of the Old Testament in the book of Daniel, and it is virtually just that, mention. Daniel, something of a prophet of God, prays to his Lord and hopes that he will bring some stability from turmoil in Israel, and hopes to confess all of his sins. During this prayer, the being makes himself known, and is described in Daniel 10:5-6 as a man dressed in linen, with a belt of fine gold from Upas around his waist. His body was like togas, his face like lightning, his eyes like flaming torches, his arms and legs like the gleam of burnished bronze, and his voice like the sound of a multitude. While this man is never explicitly identified, it is understood that this being is not mortal, and that he is of a supernatural composition. His presence in Daniel 10:10-20 sees this entity explain to Daniel what will happen to his people, what lies in Israel's fate in the times coming. What's most interesting about these passages is that the entity, powerful as he appears to be, claims that he has been resisted by the Prince of Persia, and that this has delayed him in reaching Daniel. In Daniel 10:13, he states that the Prince of the Persian kingdom resisted me for 21 days. Then Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me. While the nature of Michael's help is not detailed beyond this, we can gather that the entity in question is reinforced by Michael, thus on the side of God. The fact that Michael came to help this entity shows us perhaps the basis of which his reputation as a protector stems from. Michael's involvement at all also serves to show Daniel that the entity which has approached him is on God's side, for Michael works only with God's divine intentions in mind. Some have speculated that this entity is actually Archangel Gabriel, another of the suspected archangel in Scripture, most notably Judah. But many dispute this idea, as this figure is never addressed as Gabriel in this chapter. Previously, Daniel hears Gabriel's voice in chapter 8, verse 16, when Daniel is having a vision. He states, "And I heard a man's voice from the Uli calling, 'Gabriel, tell this man the meaning of the vision.' In the next verse, Gabriel speaks and says, 'Son of man,' he said to me, 'understand that the vision concerns the time of the end.'" Furthermore, Gabriel actually appears before Daniel in chapter 9, verse 21, where Daniel explains, "Gabriel, the man I had seen in the earlier vision, came to me in swift flight about the time of the evening sacrifice." So if the entity speaking of Michael was actually Gabriel, then Daniel should have recognized him, instead of being overcome by the sheer awe, where he is noted as trembling with his hands and knees. Unless, of course, as some have suggested, Gabriel has only shown himself to Daniel in a lesser form, and when he appears to him again in chapter 10, he comes as his true self, hence why Daniel only chooses now to describe the entity's appearance. All in all, though, the reference of Gabriel as man in the title of the chapter, Daniel's vision of man, seems to indicate that this is not Gabriel, and while obviously otherworldly, is merely a messenger in the word of Michael. By the end of their encounter in 10:20-21, the entity further confirms their allegiance by saying, "Do you know why I've come to you? Soon I will return to fight against the Prince of Persia. When I go, the Prince of Greece will come. But first I will tell you what is written in the book of truth. No one supports me against them, except Michael, the Prince."